Right, how am I going to do this? All kinds of cable problems here. I'm hoping the guitar won't peg out. I'm hoping I won't peg out as well. In the Lost Lyric, can you point to the right place? In the last Lost Lyric folder, I found the original, or a photocopy of the original handwritten lyrics of Where the Hard Wind Blows, which is a song I've been trying to record just a little bit for the last 3 years. But I always peg out after the first couple of verses, and now I've got them here. I'd like to try them, but my eyes aren't working today, and I can't read the blasted words. Now this is quite a fast song. This with glasses on, I think. Falling over everything here. I was going to do an acoustic version of Epitaph this morning, but you keep sending me messages in. Oh, my leg braces are going again. Oh. You keep sending me messages in saying, I love it when you do your punky stuff. You're determined to give me an aneurysm, aren't you? I said to my wife once, I said, what do you think an aneurysm's like? She said, oh, it's not too bad if you use lubricant. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Where the Hard Wind Blows. When was it? 86, 87? No. 1991, because I was in bed with the great Susan Llewellyn when actually 1996, which was when I wrote in bed with Susan. No, that's right. This was Susan's favourite song of mine. 1, 2, 12, 30, back to 1986. There's a fence along the highway to keep the poets in. The prophets working overtime say now is the time to begin. The burial of an unknown man who might have been someone's twin. And the movie queen says, I have been where lovers cannot go. All that is black, and no one comes back from where the hard wind blows. Oh, the time man sailed in conference, while the ministers go forth and steal. And the octopus tells tales of old, while working the spinning wheel. And the lawyers and the congressmen debate what can be classed as real. Day breaks with new heartaches and suits of blue that glow. And the malevolent toad has built a road to where the hard wind blows. And the council of the vagabonds, the last man in, is voted first. He gets ahead of his position and leaves his sister dying of thirst. He says, I've got plenty of deceptions in reserve, so go ahead, do your worst. And the samurai, he won't let you cry, and he won't let you go. And the night comes down, so take your crown to where the hard wind blows. On the road on which you travel, it turns into a slot machine. You know you must change your transport and keep your collar clean. The ferryman may say if to you, but he doesn't really know what it means. And all he can do is poison you and put you in a show. The tower is high, the time still goes by, where the hard winds blow. There's a tunnel with no entrance that leads to a hermit's cave, where half the people were victimized and the other half was saved. And the Queen of Clubs says, "Time we about, turn the crest of a regal wave. The truth is lies and you despise the need that makes it so. The possum wears silk and the dead drink milk where the hard wind blows. In a picture frame of water, a rainbow has been kept in honor of a bedroom where someone famous once slept. And the princess wears a locket that contains all the tears she's ever wept. And the pacifist, he makes a fist, but he's 10 years too slow. And the people say we will strike the kill where the hard winds blow. There's a flag in every corner that tells you where you are, and a signpost on the ceiling that points to near and far. The doctor says you must be ill, and he covers you in scars. And you walk alone through fields of stone where the sirens of daggers flow, and thanks aren't enough when the going gets rough, where the hard wind blows. The sage is selling his memories, oh, but no one wants to hear. The fighter puts his gloves away and says same time next year. And the princess opens her locket wide and files away another tear. As the hammer drops, she calls the cops, but they get there far too slow. And the first man smiles, time is drawn in miles where the hard wind blows. There's a judge inside his bottle that sends his verdicts out. He says child abuse is rife today. I love it when there's a lot of it about. So don't stand on my shoulders, there is no sense of doubt. And the witness cooks the history books so no one else will know. It is for the best to resist arrest where the hard wind blows. While the poem takes to the back streets, the night goes on in style. He leaves a message tied to the gate saying I'll see you in a while. But the time and baby follow him there, and the pawn sent down his file. Dame Fortune is cold, but you have stole, so backwards you must go. One day peace will come to not all, just some, where the hard wind blows. There's a ship out on an ocean that won't come back again. The helmsman's a hunchback and the captain is dressed in chains. There's an albatross following them around saying you should have taken the train. And you can't submit when being hit by demons from below, but you won't get hurt if you stay alert where the hard wind blows. While the Aztecs sit in silence, the tourists carry on. They won't leave the stepping stones that they're treading on. They take pictures of the pyramids until all their mystique has gone. Standing on one foot, the archer puts an arrow to his bow, and as he takes aim, they begin the game. Well, the hard wind blows. has laid a table just in case she has a guest. Her father told her long ago to be prepared is best. And her father said, listen when Daddy speaks. Tomorrow bedtime there'll be a test. And the people seek someone to speak a language they all know. And there are no tongues on the road that runs to where the hard wind blows. As the poet calls the numbers, the piper starts to play. The king and queen dance cheek to peek, and the pawn says, oh, by the way, your friends from yesterday, I hear. Is it alright if they stay? And the porcupine, he says, I feel fine. Don't tell me it ain't so. No one believes that no one leaves where the hard wind blows. As a teacher takes his pupil to the end of season dance, where the hat-check girl gives him a smile and sets fire to his pants. He says, I hear you've been a good boy this year. Congratulations, here's your lance. And the fireman does what he can to try and steal the show, but it turns to dust as everything must where the hard wind blows. As a foretaste of the future, the axeman sharpens his blade. He used to be a doctor, but he didn't quite make the grade. And the hospital is empty now, and the beds are never made. And the queen distributes her substitutes and places them in rows. They're pulling down yet another town where the hard wind blows. Where the Hard Wind Blows from 1986, which was about the last time I ever played a live concert as well. I think I maybe did it in 91. I seem to have a recollection of one show. Judy Bain, you out there? Did you record that show? I used to record a lot of them. The lyrics are an interesting mixture of parable, metaphor, and allegory, all in there making one smorgasbord. Okay, I think I should go for a show on that. What do you reckon? Or should we do something else? Maybe I should do a fast version.